I find it so interesting looking at makeup trends and seeing what's popular right now, even though I don't really follow it, as you can probably tell, and especially if you are a long-time viewer of my channel, I don't think my makeup style has changed with the trends, but I think it's just really interesting to see and review what is popular with people right now. And so I asked Google, I asked my brain, I asked a lot of things, what is a trend that has taken over 2025 so far, and I have a big long list of trends that either Google, TikTok, YouTube, or my brain thinks were trends this year so far, and I'm going to share my thoughts about them. I'm going to share what I think. Definitely let me know what you think about these trends as well down below in the comments. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup that will never change no matter what the trend is right now. I always love expressing my creativity through eyeshadow and through makeup looks and just having a good time. I love sharing my thoughts, my opinions, and I love hearing your thoughts and opinions as well. So if that sounds like a good time, then definitely stay tuned. You know that theory that Google knows you a bit too well? Well, when I asked Google what the makeup trends were for 2025, the first one that came up was electric blue eyeshadow. Oh yeah, I love blue eyeshadow. Blue is my favourite colour of eyeshadow to wear. I'm wearing a blue wing today. It's kind of dark, kind of like a navy blue. Obviously, my background is blue. I love blue. My that palette has blue shades in it. I'm obsessed. So of course, I love this trend. Is this the one year that I'm actually trendy? Am I a trendsetter? Oh my god, not to brag or anything, but I love electric blue eyeshadow. Bright blue eyeshadow, love it. I think it is so good. It comes round. I know in the 80s, blue eyeshadow was like all the rage. I feel like it is slowly coming back and I'm all here for it. I'm all here for a blue, even a simple, just one and done blue all over the eye with some big lashes. I think it looks amazing. When I see like the little old ladies with their blue eyeshadow out in town, I'm like, yes! I think it looks great. I love the way that blue eyeshadow looks. So of course this is a trend that I'm on board 100,000,000% with. I've always been on board with this every single day of my life. Blue is just my happy colour. That is what I like to say here on my channel. Blue eyeshadow, if I'm ever in like a really depressed mood and I still want to do my makeup, blue eyeshadow, boom, instantly better mood. So yeah, I know it's not for everyone. I know a lot of these trends aren't for everyone, but this one is for me. I'm taking one, okay? I'm taking one of these trends and I'm gonna be happy about it. The next one was Bubblegum Blush. Now, I have a story about this. A few months ago, I asked on my Instagram, what are your most used blush colours? And a lot of you guys said like that bubblegum, cool tone, pinky purpley colour. And I was like, ew. I was like, no, not for me. That is disgusting. And then since then, I have actually tried a few of those colours and I actually really like them. Oh my god! Yeah, I do. I have very yellow undertones in my skin, so I don't think from like a colour analysis professional standpoint, I don't think it would look the best on me. I still really like it though. However, on like more cool tone people with more pink undertones, I think it looks really, really nice. I have dabbled every now and then in a colour that doesn't suit my skin tone, and I say that in quotation marks because I like just throwing on whatever, no matter if it suits me or not. But I have actually really liked it. I think it's one of those blush colours you really need to be kind of pushed into a little bit. It's not like a natural blush colour that I think of when I think of like blushy cheeks, but I've actually really, really enjoyed what I have tried of this colour, and I know you guys have as well because of that little questionnaire that I put on my Instagram. So many people said that they love these kinds of shades right now. Let me know down below, what is your favourite kind of bubblegummy blush right now? If you're into those shades, let me know down below because I think that is so interesting and I've never seen that done before. I feel like that's a very 2025 exclusive. I know Huda did one Was that the end of 2024? But it's a very, very modern blush colour, I feel like, anyway. I've not seen it pre-2024. And even when Huda came out with that collection, I was like, what is that? What is Huda thinking right now? But she was onto something. You know what? She was. Next, apparently Google thinks matte finishes are coming back in 2025. I don't think so. I think that 2025 is all about the glowy, all about the like skin dews and the glowy this, the glowy that. I have to disagree with Google here. I don't think matte is a trend right now. Even glossy lips are kind of like a trend. I think it's very like oil slicky in a good way. Now, I personally like a matte base, and if I want to add like glow, I'll kind of add it with cheek products, but I always like to have a good mattified base, even though I have dry skin, so you'd think that I'd want that really like oil glowy look. I really do like to be matte. I think I like to be in control. I like to know that my makeup is not going anywhere, and I like to know that even throughout the day, if I do get oily, which never happens, if a slight bit of oil comes through, it's not going to ruin the day because I'm matte. I'm matte. I use 2 types of powder every single day, and I wonder why my skin is so dry. Maybe that's why. I use loose powder under my eyes and in my T-zone, and then I go over all of my face with a pressed powder as well every day. I'm matte. But I don't think everyone else is. I don't think that's a trend that I've seen. Let me know down below. Have you seen like an increase in matte being a trend? I have to disagree with Google there. From what I've seen, everyone still wants to look like they've come out a paddling pool. And I don't really blame them. I like to be in control. Like I said, I like to look in the mirror at the end of the day and my makeup look exactly the same. Obviously a little bit of wear, but look exactly the same as it did when I put it on in the morning. Finish wise, that's what I like. Oh my god, next, the return of contouring. I've actually seen this. I have seen more people contouring recently and it scares me. I personally have, if I relax my face, I have quite natural cheekbones. You can't really see because I do put a lot of cheek product on. I don't contour. I feel like I naturally have quite a defined cheekbone. And if I contour, it makes me look like Maleficent. If I contour, it's a bit much. It is a little bit much. I do use bronzer kind of in this area to kind of soften it a little bit. However, on my face shape, I just don't think contour, depending on the look, like if I was doing like a Halloween look and I wanted to look like kind of spooky ooky, contour all the way, love it. However, I like my face to look not as intense. I kind of like how my face just looks with blush and bronzer. I don't like how my face looks with contour personally, but I know that contour is kind of doing the rounds with other people who really enjoy it. I think I only have one product that I could contour with in my collection, and it's from this palette. It's the Lion King limited edition Sir John, and I only bought this because it's Lion King. I love the Lion King, we all know. I think the only contoury shades that I have are like these two, to be honest. I have not got any specific contour products in my collection because I just don't like how it looks on me. I feel like as well there have been a little bit of a confusion between contouring and bronze. I think a lot of brands like to come out with a bronzer and call it a contour when it's really not. There is a very, very distinct difference between a bronzer and a contour, and I wish a lot more brands would kind of use either or. It's not like a bronzer contour in one. That doesn't exist. I've seen a lot of brands coming out with like a sculpting bronzer, and it's like, yeah, bronzer can kind of give you a little bit of a look, but like if you want to sculpt, it is a contour. I don't know, have you guys seen that as well? I feel like a very warm tone product can't sculpt your face, and I feel like these brands are pushing bronzers as these like sculpting contour products when that's not That's not what it means. That's not the vibe. So I have seen that. Let me know if you've seen that as well. Next is like an old makeup artist trick. And I don't think this is a trend necessarily. But this, when I was doing kind of some freelancy bits, it's either focusing on the eyes or the lips. So this kind of trend is if you have like a dramatic eye look, you have a very, very neutral lip. Or if you have a dramatic lip, you have a very, very neutral eye look. You've kind of got to prioritize one or the other. I mean, I'm going all out on both. I always go all out on both, to be honest. I don't know. I don't care. I just love makeup. I don't care what is trendy right now. But I've seen this a lot in kind of freelancy areas, ecosystems. I don't know. This is a very old makeup artist trick, and I don't feel like this is a trend necessarily in 2025. I feel like this is just like a way to do your makeup if you want to make it look like pro, quote unquote, because like I always hate saying things like pro, or if you want to make it look professional, or if you want to make it look proper, because like it doesn't matter. I think that this makeup could look pro, even though a pro makeup artist probably wouldn't put a bright blue eyeliner on. You know, I think any makeup could look pro if that's what you like, you know, but if you want to really take it down to basics and go for what they teach you in makeup school, it will be kind of prioritize the eyes, nude lip, or prioritize the lips, nude eyes. I feel like that's just a technique. That's not a technique. It's a blueprint, maybe? Is that the word? I don't know what the word is for it, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just do what the hell they want right now. There is a huge divide in the internet right now where we have the clean girlies who do like very minimal, very glowy, very skin tint and brows, you know, and then we have the crazy colourful clowns of the internet, and I feel like there is a massive divide. So like trends in 2025 is so difficult because you have such opposing sides, and I feel like the trends very rarely overlap. I don't know, that's what I've noticed recently in 2025 in particular. I feel like pre-2025 the like clean girl wasn't as in, and like clean normal quote unquote makeup was a little bit heavier, so I feel like the divide wasn't as stark as it was today. And I feel like these kind of like eyes or lip focus, probably for clean girls, yes, but for crazy makeup girls, maybe not. Next, I did a whole rant on this, blush blindness. I did a whole rant on it. I will link it up in the cards because I think everyone needs to hear this. Blush blindness is none of your damn business, okay? Blush blindness, lip blindness, brow blindness, eyeshadow blindness, foundation blindness, anything blindness is none of your damn business unless you are the one internally looking at yourself. I was so angry at influencers who were bringing up pictures of random strangers on the internet and going like, oh, look at her blush, you've got blush blindness. I actually had one. This was so funny. This was like a week after I posted this rant video, basically calling everyone bullies who were doing this. I had done a makeup look and I'd done like a taupe, like squiggly cut crease that linked to my brows, and someone posted, oh my god, you have brow blindness, because what the hell is that? And they thought that I'd drawn my brows kind of like in a squiggly cut crease, like as you do, as everyone does. And I commented and I was like, I don't often reply to comments. But I commented on this and I was like, I have a brilliant video for you to watch and you're gonna love it. I said, that's not even my brows. And they came back and they were like, oh, sorry, I just wasn't wearing my glasses. Why comment that then? Like, why comment such a horrible comment? And then be like, oh, I wasn't even wearing my glasses. Like, what? I love and hate this trend. I love that people are going blush blind. I love that people are going highlight blind. I love that people are going eyelash blind. I am eyelash blind. The amount of times I've looked back on old videos of myself and gone like, oh, they're a bit big. Those lashes are a bit big. I love that though. Love that. If you're commenting on other people, and I feel like I might get cancelled for saying this, I feel like this is where that divide comes in again between the clean girls and the crazy makeup girls. I feel like the clean girls are coming over to the crazy makeup girls and going like, oh my god, you're blush blind. No, we just have different aesthetics. If I want to wear a bright red blush, I'm gonna wear a bright red blush. I don't care. As long as I feel good, I don't really care. The amount of times, again, I think of a look regularly. I think of a certain look and I went out the house in that look and it was awful. It was so bad. It was like I was trying to be really creative and out there and it just didn't work. And now that I look back on that, I do kind of cringe a little bit. But no one cared when I was outside. Like, no one actually said anything to me. It's just me being in my little like head being embarrassed. If you comment on someone's post without any like prompting and you tell someone that they have blush blindness or whatever blindness, you're just a bad person. Sorry, let people live. Would you go into someone's house and be like, oh, you've got like ornament blindness or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's makeup, it washes off. Like, chill out. I've seen so many people, and what I love about going to so many cities recently is you see so many different makeup styles, and I love that because I live in such a small town. You don't see many makeup styles. Like, there's like me and 5 others who are like freaks of the town who wear like crazy makeup. But when you go to like Birmingham or Liverpool or Manchester, you see like the goths coming out and you're like, oh my God, look at that. And their eyeliners all the way up to the brows. And it's like, that's so cool and interesting. You'd never go over to them and be like, actually, your makeup's a bit bad, innit? You got eyeliner blindness. Shut up. Shut your mouth. I love blush blindness. I love makeup blindness. Makeup blindness girls, band together. Keep doing your blush as you're doing your blush. Keep doing everything how you're doing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I'm pro blush blindness. Okay, next, this contradicts the matte finishes. This is glass skin. This is something I agree with. This has been a trend. The reason that glass skin freaks me out a little bit is because the thought of putting a glowy foundation on and not setting it, even though I have dry skin, in my head, that is just going to go everywhere. I know that there are like glass skin kind of setting powders or like finishing powders and things like that you can use to kind of fight that. No. I think I've just got used to how my skin looks. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like I'm just used to my skin being matte all the time because like I don't produce oil at all. So I think I'm just so used to my skin looking matte, and that's why I like matte makeup. I think that's kind of the basic what it comes down to. Glass skin terrifies me, and I feel like glass skin is definitely a clean girl aesthetic. I feel like glass skin is definitely more like no makeup, Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter all over the face, brows, lashes, and a lip balm. Can't relate. I am here for at least 30 minutes in the morning doing my full face. I can't relate. But glass skin has definitely been something that I've looked into and that I've definitely seen going around the internet, and I don't really like it. For me personally, this is the thing, I can appreciate it on other people. I think that's the difference. I can appreciate a good glass skin look on other people. To be honest, I don't think my acne lets me do that. I think this is a massive reason why I can't be trendy right now. These like low coverage skin tints, my acne could never. My acne would never. If I put a skin tint on, I feel self-conscious. I've really worked very, very hard over the past few years. Like, you can kind of see my acne poking through here. You can see like little bits and bobs on my jawline. I'm comfortable with that. Before, I would be putting layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of product over my acne to try my absolute best to cover it. Now I don't really care, but I'm not at the stage where I can wear a skin tint. I still have to wear like a foundation, at least medium coverage, to be able to feel confident. I'm not at the skin tint phase. I can dream, I can wish, I can hope. I'm definitely not in the skin tint phase right now. Maybe eventually it's going to be one of those awakening moments, but yeah, no. I do highlight my forehead. I feel like that, I always highlight between my brows here. I feel like that gives me a little bit of like a glass skin effect, you know? Am I cool? Am I cool and trendy? I don't know. But it's definitely one that's been going around is so viral. People do like liquid highlight underneath their foundation to like really bring out that glass skin effect. Yeah, not for me though. Not for me. Next is glitter smoky eyes. I haven't seen this. I disagree that this is a trend. Glitter smoky. Have you seen this recently? Glitter smoky? Or like glitter in general coming back. I feel like glitter is seen as eyeshadow's annoying little sister by a lot of people. You know what I mean? Glitter is like, oh, do you need to bring her? Like, okay, great, we'll stick around with her if you want. If you've got to bring her, then like fine, but I feel like that is what glitter is, and I don't feel like there's been that much of a shift in it, in my opinion. I obviously love my Pastel Rose's flaky pigments. They're the glitters that I use, and I love them because they're like duochromy and like, ooh, you know, ooh. But I've not seen the trend like change on that. I don't think people are suddenly loving glitters. I don't know. Have you seen this? I should say as well, I don't swipe on TikTok. I upload on TikTok and I do some research on TikTok, but I don't swipe and see all the trends. So maybe I'm just like an old grandma and out the loop right now, but I don't know. I haven't seen many glittery products coming out. I know the Glitterily Obsessed from Colourpop, but other than that, I don't think that this is a trend of 2025. I think this is incorrect. Oh, iridescent highlights, 100%, get me on them, absolutely. Iridescent highlights, yes, I will wear a blue highlight, no problem. I will wear a pink highlight, no problem. Purple highlight, sign me up. The NYX new Buttermelt highlights have definitely kind of increased this popularity in iridescent highlights. They came out with like a mint one, which looks so cool. I love this. This is definitely a crazy makeup trend. This is not a clean girl trend. Sorry, clean girls. We're taking this one. I love iridescent, crazy, colourful highlights. I think they are so much fun. I think that they add to the look without being like blue eyeshadow. You know, if you wanted to add a little bit of colour into your makeup look, but you don't want blue eyeshadow, put a little bit of like an iridescent-y highlighter on. Oh my god, yes. 100%, 10 out of 10, love this trend. I think this trend is amazing. I don't want this trend to leave. I don't want this trend to go anywhere because I think it's so much fun. And this is what I mean, like expressing yourself through makeup and just like having fun. I feel like a lot of clean girls, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, this might be like a misconception, a lot of clean girls don't enjoy doing their makeup. Like, I wouldn't enjoy doing my makeup if I was a clean girl because I'd be using the same things and doing the same look over and over and over again. And again, if you are a clean girl, please let me know down below, but I would get so bored doing the same thing. Maybe it's like a therapeutic, like getting ready in the morning. I don't know. I'm so into like doing different looks all the time, so I'm just like, I'm running with it, you know? Whatever. The actual next trend kind of ties into this, and that is expressing yourself through makeup. I love, if this is a trend currently, I love it. I love it. I've always done this. I always advocate for this. I always want this to be the purpose of makeup. I feel like for me, makeup is like this mask that I put on that boosts my confidence and that just like expresses myself a little bit. It's like the clothes that you wear. You know, obviously some people wear like a uniform or something like that, but the clothes that you wear in your everyday life, in your like free time, express yourself. I feel like makeup is just an extension of that. My nails are an extension of that. I always get crazy nails done and I absolutely love them. I get graphic-y nails. I'm due a nail appointment soon and I can't wait. I already know what I'm gonna get. I'm super excited. But yeah, I always get like graphic-y, artistic kind of nails. Well, this is kind of a neutral look today, to be fair, but I most of the time do pretty crazy out there makeup. My clothes are actually very boring. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm just wearing a blue sports bra today. I don't really have very eccentric clothes. I feel like it's all makeup and nails. I'm looking at my wardrobe. I have a rack. I don't really have a wardrobe. I just have one of those racks. Well, it's kind of like this right now. Yeah. I'm trying to get more into clothes and things like that. I don't think I'll ever be like a clothes girl, but I'm trying to buy clothes that I wasn't wearing when I was 13. You know, I'm one of those people. I have jeans that literally have holes in them, and not for a fashionable way, because I've just worn them too much and I've still not thrown them out. So, oops. Okay, next is Clean Girl. We've been there. This is definitely a trend. It's not a trend that I personally enjoy because, again, I'd get bored and I do want to express myself more with these things. Clean Girl, from my perspective, it's just like boring. Sorry, I know it's so trendy right now, but I want to be able to like know your personality a little bit from your makeup, but like, I don't know. Clean Girl's just a bit boring for me. I don't like it. I've kind of touched on it in this video, so I will move on. The final one is neon eyeliner. Yes, neon eyeliner. I love neon eyeliner. I'm doing, well, as I said, kind of like a grungy bluey one today, but like colourful eyeliner, a bright green in the waterline. Mwah. Even if it's just like a taupe look, bright neon eyeliner, that is another beautiful way to incorporate colour into a kind of neutral, I don't want to use the word boring, but you know what I mean, a very, very neutral look. Add a neon eyeliner, add a colourful eyeliner. If you don't want to go and buy a colourful eyeliner, buy Inglot Duraline, because you can mix any eyeshadow in with Inglot Duraline and it will make a liquid eyeliner. You literally need like a drop of that. You've got infinite eyeliners. I need to do that more. I need to do that because I bought Inglot Duraline thinking that I was going to go on this wild and crazy quest with all of my eyeshadows, and I've not for the longest time. I'm trying to get my creativity back. I have been a little bit slacking recently with eyeshadow looks, but I'm excited. I'm actually wearing a different eyeshadow palette today. I'm doing, you know what, I will tell you, I'm doing a really neutral look with this. This is the Summer Alva. It's brand new from Odens Eye, and I'm using the neutrals today, with like a bright chartreuse that isn't in this palette. But you know what? I love it. I think it's really cool. I've been wanting to do this look for a while. I don't often gravitate towards neutral looks, but I don't know. I was just feeling it today. I'm in a little bit of a lower mood today. I did smash my mirror. I have a mirror that like Bluetooth connects and plays music, and I smashed it today, and my dog absolutely freaked. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing a crazy look today, no thank you. But yeah, let me know, have you noticed these trends going around in the grand old year of 2025? Are there any trends that I missed out today? Let me know down below because I would love to know what your biggest makeup trend this year has been. I'm really excited to see the end of 2025. I think we're going to see, well, underconsumption was a massive one as well. I just want to add that in there. Underconsumption as a project planner. I agree. I'm doing a no buy. I'm trying to use up products. I agree with that one too. Yeah, let me know. And I think this was a bit of a different video, but I really enjoyed it anyway. I hope you guys did as well. If you did, definitely like and subscribe. I upload every day, like I said before, I think. So I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.